got to look up nervy. Geraldo Rivera might help us with that. NewsNation correspondent at large, Peabody award-winning journalist. I feel like I'm with Bill O'Reilly. Word of the day, nervy. Geraldo, this makes me think that if Donald Trump has one superpower, I think he has a couple, but the primary one is goading his political enemies into losing their minds.
Well, all I can tell you, Leland, is great to do your show. That when I heard that Matt Gaetz was picked to be Attorney General, I threw up in my mouth. I think it is a horrible, creepy choice. I have no idea why he did it. The others are, controversial, but I think ultimately eminently defensible. Pete Hegseth, a terrific guy, patriot, war hero, twice awarded the Bronze Star. He will do, has a steep learning curve in defense secretary, but I think he'll do it. Matt Gaetz, on the other hand, now has access to the files of his own, sex trafficking investigation from a couple of years ago, and obstruction investigation. This is not just a political figure.
Yeah, I don't think you're understanding. I mean, I know you heard the segment before. I don't think you're getting it. That Donald Trump didn't appoint him in spite of all that. It was because of all that. Because Donald Trump and a lot of people think that Matt Gaetz was persecuted by the DOJ. And Donald Trump, who was investigated up-teen zillion times by the DOJ and the Russian collusion hoax and now indicted by the DOJ, on and on and on, it kind of makes sense that he would want somebody ultimately loyal at the Department of Justice. But put that aside for a second. The fact that all Democrats are doing, yourself included, is talking about how terrible Matt Gaetz is, means they're not talking about the things that actually the American people told us in this election they care about.
Well, as I understand it, President-elect Trump was absolutely keen on ending the weaponization of the Justice Department. That guy is the weapon that Trump will use to destroy his enemies in the DOJ, wreck its independence. You have to deal with that issue.
Hold on. I have not seen. Hold on.
Let me finish my sentence.
No, hold on. You can say a lot of things. Matt Gaetz just resigned from Congress. He just resigned from Congress. I have not heard, and I've covered Matt Gaetz extensively for the past 8 years, I have not heard him say once that he is going to use the Department of Justice, or he believes the Department of Justice should go after the enemies of Donald Trump. I've said we should end the weaponization of it. You heard him say about destroying the three-letter agencies. I've never heard him say that Donald Trump should use the DOJ to go after people.
Matt Gaetz is the epitome of everything that is rotten in Washington. He is someone who is privileged, entitled, backstabbing. What he did with the Freedom Caucus, the so-called Freedom Caucus, it didn't deal with the issue. Will he or will he not have access to his own investigation files? Will he, as Attorney General, have access to his own files? I want to know the answer to that question.
That's really the pressing issue of the night?
Even with 53 or 54 Republican senators, I believe, and I'm on the record, and you can play this tape when the time comes, there's no way the Republicans in the Senate will confirm this man. Okay. He'll make the Clarence Thomas confirmation hearing look like a walk in the park. They will dig up everything about him. He is, again, ask Kevin.